locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Runs through a tackle. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He's got it. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rate, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Looking downfield, it's Moncrief. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding, because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you, because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He's back to throw on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Yeah, and a nice effort by the running back. A way to get some positive yards. Nice play call. Still short, though, right? Now it's 4th and short. Decision time. It's not a decision.
Oh, the fake. The up man looking for room. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Well, they were trying to get clever. They thought they had the right look for that fake punt, but give the defense a lot of credit. They were expecting it.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Going up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Moncrief. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. This is a designed run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Guys, the Deep South's oldest rivalry is writing another chapter today, and we're pleased to document it. Auburn and Georgia, and here's a quick update. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a matchup between the top 2 teams in football is going to go a long way in telling the story of this season.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Loses 3. 2nd down coming up.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Not on this play.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. At the 35, he's open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Finds his big tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
The Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Moncrief. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams, and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, North Carolina 3, Colorado 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
And you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Shoots it to the left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
You just wonder if that last interception the quarterback threw last drive is starting to affect him and what he's seeing right now. He's seeing ghosts. Doesn't look very confident throwing the football. He's lucky the defense dropped that last throw.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Moncrief. Fires toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Getting some heat. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Also 4 on the play. Third down coming up.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Scanning the field, it's Moncrief. He's got his man. Got room at the 35. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of matchups somewhere else.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped. Line of scrimmage, that'll be a loss of 3. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Moncrief. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Hendricks. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact, this wasn't ever really in question. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. He wants to throw. He's going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Finds the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Dropping back, it's Moncrief. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Cook. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Casey. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Got it, looking for a first. All kinds of running room. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass. It's Moncrief. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. And he's able to jump the throw and pick it up.
It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Buffaloes will bring the... But they're cornering the market on fakes. Here comes another one. He's not even going to come close to the first down, and they'll turn it over.
I love the aggressive nature by the head coach, trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it, and we've got a change of possession.
The offense set for a first down play. On the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. The circle of life in college football.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And it's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
The Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up if you want to go for it on 4th.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Moncrief. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you... He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up.
Second down.
Play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the 1st half. And here they are in the 2nd half defending a deep ball.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quarterback moving. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Moncrief. Coming after him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo's hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision.
Oh, look out! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Toss to the outside. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, North Carolina 16, Colorado 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's looking to throw. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Now on first down from the 30. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run. I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. They'll try it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Get you, defense, get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming now.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Turns it on down the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bucs! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air. It's Moncrief. Pocket starts to collapse. And he's dragged down.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make big passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
With that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown, retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum. If you get it here on 4th and short, if you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's up to 90 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The inside handoff. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. On the move. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Touch pass on the run. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. Just over a minute to play. Will we get a finish, or are we headed to overtime? Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This one's complete. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Obliterates him, still on the move. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? Looking for a man. It's Moncrief. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Working that left side now. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd knows when to bring it. On the move. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in there.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And this will be for the win. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot.